YouTube, a question that I've been asked a few times. Who do I think will win the Premier League? Who deserves to win the Premier League? Quite simply, the answer is nobody. I think Man City are edging both of those, though. If we go through, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go through the Big Six and the other teams in the top six. Big Six, obviously, being including teams such as Chelsea and Arsenal. Big Six is Man U, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, and Chelsea. The top looks like this. First place, Manchester United. Do I think they will win the Premier League? No. They are the most lucky team I've ever seen in my life. They beat Fulham yesterday, thanks to, obviously, Adam L. Luckman. Good goal from him. Awful defending. Don't quite know how that should be happening to a side that's at the top of the league. And then a goal from Cavani, what was a keeper mistake, and then just a long-range worldie, but you can't rely on worldies every single week. Week before, 0-0 draw at Anfield. Don't look like a team that deserves to be at top of the table with how they played at Anfield. They played so negative. Wolves, they beat them 1-0 thanks to a 90th minute deflected goal. Aston Villa at home beat them 2-1 thanks to a late penalty due to Paul Pogba going down like a sack of shit. Man United could win the league if this luck carries on until the end of the season. But for me, VAR, referees, these lucky deflected goals and errors that seem to only ever happen against them, sooner or later, teams are going to put in good performances against these. Mistakes aren't going to happen. Referees aren't going to give them everything. And United will drop out of that top spot. It's a false position. They absolutely do not deserve to be there. Manchester City, second place. Do I think they will win the league? Yes. They've got the momentum. They don't have loads of injuries. The ones they do have to big players like Aguero just doesn't seem to matter. They have got such good depth. But then again, if I had oil money chucked at me, hundreds of millions of pounds, I'd be okay as well. So Man City playing fantastic football on a good run of form, as are Man United. The difference is Man City are getting results because they deserve them, not because the referees are giving them. Saying that, the Villa, yes, when they played them the other day, that was ridiculous. Rodri was well offside. Mings touched the ball, then it was nicked off him. He took advantage of an offside position. He was offside. It shouldn't have counted. So they still look there. Leicester City look good, but I just think they don't quite have the quality, and they might become unstuck. I think Man City will win the league this year. Fourth place currently. Liverpool. Do I think they will win the league? Absolutely not. Our front line is quite simply useless at the moment. You wouldn't think it's the defensive crisis we're having, because last couple of games, 1-0 thanks to one little error from Trent against Southampton. Defeat, 0-0 against United, who were shit in attack and very rarely threatened us, and 0-0 against Newcastle, who again, solid at the back, very rarely threatened us. So we've only conceded one goal, and that was just due to one little mistake. United, who were supposed to be top of the league, didn't threaten us really at all. So defensively, we look fine with two centre midfielders at centre back. But in attack, real problems. Defensively, so many injuries. In attack, missing Jota and his front line aren't firing. And we're just getting unlucky as well. A lot of decisions going against us. All these injuries, and as attack can't score for shit. And most importantly, no fans. This season is like no other with no fans, and Liverpool are the biggest, affected by that, I think, because United, with the style of football they play, Spurs, with the style of football they play, the fans aren't like, yeah, come on. Liverpool, with the high press, the reason Liverpool press so high is because the crowd roar them on to do it. Liverpool have got the best fans in the world. You can fight me on that. It's right. And that, I think, is one of the main reasons we're so far off, as well as our strikers being shit, and as well as our defensive injuries, and as well as all those other things. So, no, I don't think we'll win the league this season. But next season, when Van Dijk's back, Gomez is back, I'm not worried. This season's a one-off freak season. Next season, I really do look forward to it and to see if we can get another league title. This season, I find it unlikely, though. Spurs in 5th. If they win the league, something goes really wrong. The style of football Mourinho plays doesn't deserve to win a league. But Kane and Son could carry them to the league. Really could. Spurs are a chance, but they've really got to pull the finger out. And then in 6th place, Everton, who've got a game in hand. So Everton, they can't win the league. They're too inconsistent. When they come up against any of the big teams, they falter. When they come up against all the shit teams, they put in a good performance. But yeah, Everton, no chance. And the other two of the big 6 that aren't in the top 6, because Leicester and Everton take their place, Chelsea in 8th, Arsenal in 10th. Forget Arsenal. They're shit. Done. That's Arsenal. That's the conversation about Arsenal. Done. They're shit. Chelsea. Lampard's going to go. What I think is ridiculous. He's a club legend. He maybe got the job too soon, but he shouldn't be talk of him leaving already. So, if someone gave me the top 3 who I think will win the league, I think Man City are favourites. I think Spurs with Son and Kane. And I think if Liverpool's crisis of not being able to score ends tonight against Burnley and Salah and Mane and Firmino get going and we keep up the good defensive work, we are an outside chance. I'd expect us to finish 3rd this season, though, behind Man City and probably Spurs, unless Manchester United keep getting these dodgy decisions, keep getting these mistakes happen against them every single time, and keep getting these bits of luck. I put it on Twitter the other day. I put, United are going to win the Premier League. And now I've looked at them. After how they played at Anfield, no chance. Absolutely not. But it's ridiculous that the United are even still in the question. But they are. They are getting lucky results. And it's worrying as a Liverpool fan. But I'm only worried about them for that reason. I'm not worried about them because they're a good team, because I look at them and I'm like, yeah, next season when things are back to normal, we'll be okay. But they could still win it. I think the top 4 will be United, City, Liverpool, unless we just cataclysmically drop off. What I don't think we will. We're not that bad. We're a good team still. We are still a very good team. It's just a bit of off form. Every team has it. United will. I don't doubt that. We've had no luck of late. That'll change and we'll get loads of luck and they'll be calling us and saying lucky fucking cunts. Now it's currently our turn to call them lucky cunts that don't deserve what they're getting. Those luck and that momentum will drop off and they'll go into a bit of a dip. But that could not be till next season. They could it could be a high all the way till the end of the season. But if what I think happens they will drop off. And what I hope happens to us starting tonight against Burnley is we pick up again. Because we're a good team. I mean, look at us. Salah, Mane, Firmino, Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho. Good players in this team. Trent, Robbo. They're just in low form. That'll change. I think we'll get top 4. Title, I think, is out of the question. I think City have got the quality, the luck, the lack of injuries, and everything. So now my question is, it was Liverpool. I thought we'd win the league again, but no fans. City are used to that. I think City's to lose at this point. But Liverpool are still in it. Spurs are sneaking round. Leicester could pull another upset. Man United could keep getting the luck all the way till the end of the season. This is going to be the most exciting. Last season and the season before, the season before was interesting because it was City and Liverpool. The season before that, City ran away with it. The season before, City-Liverpool fight, it was interesting. And then last season, we just romped away by about 20 odd points. And for me, it was great, but for everyone else, I understand it was boring. But interesting. Who's going to win this league? Could City do what they do best and just play fantastic football and silky slide their way to the title? Will Liverpool pull the finger out, press high, find the finishing boots, and get the way to the title? What would be magical, especially with all the injuries? Will United fluke their way to the title? Will Son and Kane carry Spurs to the title? Will Leicester upset the odds and get the title? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching this. Very interesting this season. Looking forward to seeing how it pans out. Hopefully with us on top. Take care. Bye bye.